Hey people, it's me, Anja. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about my favorite books with autistic main characters. This video is so important to me because I'm autistic and I talk about this all the time. But autistic people are underrepresented, and like I do see, whenever I see autism in like books, it is usually in autistic younger siblings. Which, first of all, why is it the younger sibling? Like, you can have an autistic older sibling too. My siblings do. Second of all, why isn't the main character the autistic character? Like, I don't understand. Whatever, I don't understand. So anyway, all of these books feature autistic main characters, and I just think it's really important to shine a light on anybody and everybody who is considered underrepresented, because if we talk more about people who are underrepresented, then we wouldn't be underrepresented anymore, you know? So, anyway, the intro aside, the first book on this list is called Anything But Typical, written by Nora, Raleigh, Baskin. This follows Jason, who's 12 years old, and he's autistic in a neurotypical world. And he finds comfort online, and he's on this online forum under the username of Phoenix Bird. And he has a best friend online, and he's afraid of meeting her in real life because he's afraid that she will only view his autism and not him as a real person. And I can definitely 100% relate to this. Even though I wasn't diagnosed with autism until about 3 years ago, I can definitely relate to the idea of people only viewing my autism or only viewing my cerebral palsy, or only viewing, you know, my skin color, my gender, and not like all of those parts of me in one, you know? So I think this book was really good, and it depicts autism in a wonderful, lovely, understanding way, and I just really like this book. It's YA contemporary. Well, I guess it's juvenile contemporary because he's 12. So anyway, I recommend this book, and it was quite good. The next book is called Planet Earth is Blue, and this follows 12-year-old Nova, who's eagerly awaiting the launch of the Challenger. And she's 12 years old, and she's in a new foster home, and only her older sister, Bridget, understands her. So it sucks that she's alone in her new foster home, and Bridget is no longer there with her, like, physically. So I really like this book. I loved everything about it. This book made me cry, and it just made me feel like understood, and I just love it so much. Nova is such a wonderful character, and this was the first like autistic book that I've read where the author did a good job like explaining other elements of Nova's personality, because like Nova is autistic, yes, but she's also super interested in space and like the earth and the planets and like all of that. And I think that it's really important when you're writing like an autistic character that you don't revolve the storyline around their autism. Yes, those stories are really important, and yes, those stories of like overcoming the insecurity of being autistic or disabled or whatever is important, but it's equally important to portray these stories as like being autistic is just another element of who you are, the same way that your eyes are brown or your hair is black or your skin is like brown or whatever, you know what I mean? So Planet Earth is Blue did a great job of that, and I just really like that the storyline had like not nothing, but like little to nothing to do with the fact that Nova is autistic, and I think that that is how autistic people deserve to be represented. So anyway, I just entered rant territory, I'm so sorry, but I really recommend this book, and it's just so good. It's just so good. The next book is called Get a Grip, Vivy Cohen, written by Kapit, I think. This is a book that I've read pretty recently, so I'll link down below the recent reads video where I talked about it in more detail. But basically, this follows 11-year-old Vivy Cohen, and she won't let her autism stop her from playing baseball. I really like this book so much, and my favorite part of this book, other than like the format and the autism representation is Vivy's relationship with her mom, because that is something that I can relate to so well. Like, Vivy's frustrations was so relatable, and I think that that is really important to portray. Like, I don't want to spoil the book or anything, but I found Vivy's relationship with her mom and the rest of her family members to be so realistic, and it was just so spot on, and I just really liked it. And Vivy herself is a resilient, strong, young person, and I just, like, the entire story was just so absolutely captivating and wonderful. Like, I wish that I had known that I was autistic when I was 11 and 12, because stories like this, books like these, really help me now, like, feel understood. Like, this is why representation is just so incredibly important. So anyway, this book was quite good. The next book is called Can You See Me, written by Libby Scott and Rebecca Westscott. Like with Get a Grip, Vivy Cohen, I read this book pretty recently, so I'll link down below the recent reads video where I talked about it in more detail. But Can You See Me follows 11-year-old Tally, who's autistic, and she's struggling to fit in because she's autistic, and she's entering a new school. She's in the 6th grade now, and I just really like this book. It was just so good. It was just so, like, wonderfully represented. I just really liked it. I think my favorite part of this entire story was probably Tally's, like, diary entries, because those were, like, spot on and really helped me, like, get into Tally's head. Like, yes, the entire story helped me do that too, but the entire story is in third person, so, like, Tally's diary entries were in first person, and I think that having first person was really helpful for me, because I truly felt like I was in Tally's shoes, because, like, I've been there. Like, I've struggled to fit in with so many different, like, groups of people, and I felt like I can't sometimes, because, like, I process things differently, and I almost started crying there. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is Tally's struggles are so relatable for me. This book really helped me feel so understood, because I have felt misunderstood my entire life, truly, and, like, books like these really truly help me. And like I said before, this is why representation matters, and I think that it is absolutely so important for every single person across the board to feel represented and understood. And yes, so anyway, this book was really good, and you should read it. The fact that there are only 4 books on this list, and that all of them are juvenile contemporary fiction, which is also known as middle grade, literally proves that autistic people are underrepresented. And I think that autistic people should be just as regularly represented as neurotypical people. And I know that I talk about being, like, underrepresented all the time, but, like, it is so important to me. It means the world to me to read these stories and to feel understood, because everybody should feel understood. It just means so much to me. So that's why I decided to create this video, and this is something that I'm super passionate about. Next month, for Disability Pride Month, I will be providing a list of my favorite disabled reads, because as you know, I'm also disabled. I have cerebral palsy, I have autism, I also have 3 other medical conditions. So if you're interested in more about my medical conditions, I have an entire video about that, which I'll link in the description below. But anyway, this video just means so much to me. These books and these stories and these perspectives literally mean the world to me. Like, I'm not even joking. It just means so much to me. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below any more autistic book recommendations with main characters. I don't mean like an autistic younger sibling or anything. I mean the main character, the core center of the story. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.